Good afternoon, children.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
We started with the different components of a cell, and we learned that there are three main parts for a cell. Which are the three main parts of a cell, Hira?
Cell membrane or plasma membrane, cytoplasm, and nucleus.
Good. So those are the three parts, and we started with plasma membrane. We learned about the functions of plasma membrane, and then we learned about diffusion. Who can define what is meant by diffusion? Nandana Sharath, what is diffusion?
Ma'am, last class I wasn't there. A connection problem.
But now you are here, no? You may say.
But I doesn't know what is it.
What are you supposed to do, Nandana, if you miss the class?
Ma'am, I collected notes. I learned it, but I doesn't get any idea about diffusion.
We just started. Who can tell me about diffusion? Vaishnavi, yes, Lynette.
It is the movement of molecules from the region of higher concentration to lower concentration.
Yes, the movement of molecules or the movement of substances from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration, you call it as diffusion. The movement of substances from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration. Or you can say that substances will always move from where it is more in amount to a place where it is less in amount. And a typical example for the same is diffusion of gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. So these two gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide, will diffuse in and out of the cell. Oxygen will diffuse in or out of the cell. Oxygen has to diffuse in or out. Tell me, children. In. Oxygen should diffuse in and carbon dioxide should
Out.
It should move out or diffuse out. And you know that in a cell, the amount of oxygen inside will be less. Why? Because the oxygen which is already present will be used up for breaking down food. So in this figure, we have represented oxygen molecules with the help of red dots or orange colored dots. That indicates oxygen molecules. When you breathe in, you get sufficient amount of oxygen. And these oxygen molecules, you can see as dots or some small spots. It is represented as orange color. Excuse me. And these are the oxygen molecules. And inside it is less, because it is already used up for breaking down glucose molecule to release energy. So where is the concentration of oxygen more, inside or outside? Outside. So here the concentration is high. Here the concentration is low. So what happens? Oxygen molecules will diffuse in from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. And in the next figure, you can see oxygen molecules diffusing in, and you can see plenty of oxygen molecules inside. Now let's see the case of carbon dioxide. In case of carbon dioxide, you can find the carbon dioxide will be more. The molecules will be more inside. Why carbon dioxide is more inside, children? Tell me why it is more inside.
It's used to make energy.
It is used to make or release energy by breaking down food molecules. So what happens as a result of respiratory activity or as a result of the breaking down process? Energy is released, and as a byproduct, carbon dioxide is also produced. And this carbon dioxide will accumulate inside the cells. So as you can find in the picture, more concentration of carbon dioxide molecules will be inside and less amount outside. So these carbon dioxide molecules move from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. And as a result, you can find these molecules diffuse out. Any doubt? Okay. So here it is high, here it is low. So it always move from a region of higher to lower concentration, and finally we'll have more carbon dioxide molecules outside. In the beginning, it was more inside. Later, it will be diffused out. So that is about diffusion. Diffusion is the movement of molecules from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. An example is diffusion of oxygen and also carbon dioxide. Oxygen molecules will diffuse in and carbon dioxide molecules will diffuse out. It's because oxygen molecules are less inside, more outside. So they diffuse in. Carbon dioxide molecules are more in and less out. So they diffuse out. Any doubt means you can clarify now. Fine. Shall I move on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, why are oxygen cells less inside the cell?
Even if oxygen reaches there, it is being used up. Okay, why oxygen is
How?
being used up? Oxygen is used up means, you know, glucose molecules should be, you learned in respiration. I don't know whether you have learned, class 7 you have learned respiration. Glucose combines with oxygen to release energy. How do we get energy? We respire and release energy. So during respiration, the food present, the glucose molecules present inside the cells will break down in the presence of oxygen. Aerobic respiration you have learned now. And carbon dioxide will be released. So as a result of the breaking down reactions, the oxygen is being used up and less oxygen will be present inside. But as we are breathing in continuously, oxygen molecules will be more outside the cell. Okay, Isha? Isha, is it clear? Isha's video is stuck. Isha?
ma'am.
Okay, okay. Now next, we are going to learn about solution. Solution and even the two types of solutions you will learn. That is concentrated solution and also dilute solution. And what is meant by solution? And in last class, it was 9, you are 9A, no? 9B class, they told they're learning in chemistry now. So what do you mean by a solution? Solution means what?
Homogeneous mixture.
Homogeneous and heterogeneous. Other than that, what is a simple definition for solution? What makes up a solution? What are the two main components?
Solute.
Solute and solvent. What is solute?
Ma'am, it's the compartment of solution that is dissolved in the solvent.
The substance which is dissolved in the solvent is solute. Then what is solvent? The substance in which the solute is dissolved. Okay. The substance which is dissolved in solvent is solute. But the substance in which the solute is dissolved is not a solvent. Solvent and solute together forms, together they form
Solution.
solution. So here you can see the picture. Salt is a solute. It is given in yellow color. Don't misunderstand, because in that figure, if I show it in white, you won't be able to understand. So solute molecules is added into water and it forms salt solution. Just assume instead of salt, we have used sugar. What will be the solution? How do you name the solution? Sugar solutions. Depending upon the solute added, you will change the names of the solution. So water is the solvent, and into the solvent, we add the solute of salt and it forms salt solution. The substance which is dissolved in solvent. So here you can add the substance which is dissolved in solvent is called solute. The substance which is dissolved in solvent is called solute. Okay. And the substance which dissolves, or the substance in which solute is dissolved, you call it as solvent. Don't get confused. The substance which is dissolved and the substance in which it is dissolved. Okay, slight changes in the sentence. The substance which is dissolved in solvent is called solute, whereas the substance in which the solute is dissolved is known as solvent. And solute plus solvent will give solution. Once again, the substance which is dissolved in the solvent is known as solute, whereas the substance or the medium in which solute is dissolved is known as solvent. Sugar and water forms sugar solution. Salt and water forms salt solution. So we can generalize and say solvent plus solute will give solution. Solvent plus solute will give solution. Clear?
Yes,
What are solutions? Now we are going to learn about concentrated and dilute solutions. Concentrated solution. What is meant by concentrated solution? Can anybody tell me? Huh?
Ma'am,
Ah,
in which the solute is more.
yes, correct. So when compared to solvent, solute will be more. So more solute molecules will be dissolved. And when there are less solute molecules, you call it as a dilute solution. More solute, less water. See the figure? In water, a lot of salt is added. So it's concentrated solution. But at the same time, in dilute solution, we have less solute and more water. A pinch of or a little bit of salt added in water, it's a dilute solution. These two slides, that is about solution and the classification of solution, you won't find it in your textbook. Just to make you understand the concept of solutions, the difference between concentrated and dilute solutions, I just mentioned it. Hope you have understood, because again, when I mentioned the term dilute, concentrated, you should be able to understand what is meant by dilute solution, concentrated solution, etc. What is meant by a dilute solution, Anantita?
Less solute and more
Less
water.
solute. Suppose if it is salt solution, if there is only less salt in that water, you can call it as dilute. But if you have added more solute, more sugar or salt, then you can say it's a concentrated solution.
Ma'am, but after a limit, we can't.
That is saturated solution. We call it as saturated solution because see, when you are mixing salt or sugar into this water, these solute molecules will be filling up all the gaps in between the water molecules. But it reaches a point where you cannot dissolve any more solute in that. It's such a solution, you call it as saturated solution. Hope you are learning it in chemistry. Are you learning it in chemistry?
Not till now.
Okay. You will learn later. Hope you have no confusion between solute, solvent, dilute, concentrated.
Ma'am, so saturated solution is same as concentrated solution.
No. Saturated solutions will be concentrated. But there is difference between concentrated and saturated. Saturated solution means we have added lots of solute molecules. No more can get dissolved in it. It's a concentrated solution. But all concentrated solutions are not saturated. Okay? Means we have added 1 or 2 or 3 spoonful of salt into it, and we have made a solution. Maybe more you can add. Still you can add even in that concentrated solution. Still it will get dissolved. But whenever the solute molecules are more, you can call it as concentrated. In some of the concentrated solution, there will be scope of dissolving more and more. And saturated solution, these are also, as you said, concentrated solution, but we cannot add or we cannot dissolve any more solute molecules into it. It's fully filled. Clear? Saturated solutions are concentrated solutions, as you said. Not clear, Isha? Wait, I'll tell you.
Ma'am,
Ah,
so this concentrated solution, also if we are adding 3 to 4 spoons of salt, it won't dissolve right after some
depends on how much water we are dissolving. Maybe you keep on adding. Even if we add, a few spoonful of solute molecules, still you can dissolve. There is a scope of adding more and more solute, and it might get dissolved. But after it reaches a point, that means the solute molecules have already filled up all the spaces in the water molecules, you cannot dissolve any more solute into it. So saturated solution means all saturated solutions are concentrated because we have added so much amount of solute and we cannot dissolve any more. All saturated solutions are concentrated. That line you understood, Isha? But I said all concentrated solutions are not saturated. Maybe we can add a bit more. Some more solute can be added. When there is a scope for adding some more, we cannot call it as saturated. Isha?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Oh, yes.
if the solute is heavier than the solvent, will it get dissolved?
All solute molecules may not get dissolved. Some of them will not dissolve in water. Some need certain medium. Some will get dissolved only in alcohol. So different types are there. So I see when I say solute and solvent, water is not the only solvent. But we say water is universal solvent. But there are many other solvents. All substances will not get dissolved in water. Certain substances will get dissolved in some specialized solvents, some unique solvents. Okay, I mean, water is not majority of the products or majority of the substances you can dissolve in water, but water cannot dissolve all substances in it. Maybe some substances will get dissolved only in some other solutions, like for example, alcohol. Okay, I mean.
Okay.
And more details you can collect from your chemistry teacher. Isha, that part is clear? All saturated solutions are concentrated, but all concentrated solutions are not saturated. You think about it, and next day, if you have any doubt, you ask me. Okay? I think I cleared your doubt.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This we have seen. Now we are moving on to another very, very important process, that is osmosis. Osmosis is more or less related to, or it is a type of diffusion. Osmosis is actually a type of diffusion. Here also the molecules are moving from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. And osmosis, when you say osmosis, is mainly concerned with water molecules. Movement of water molecules from a region of its higher concentration to a region of its lower concentration. We are speaking about water molecules. So where the water molecules are more in amount to a region where water molecules are less in amount. We are not speaking about solute molecules. I'll repeat. The movement of water molecules. In diffusion, we just said movement of molecules from a region of higher concentration to a region of lower concentration. And we gave the example of carbon dioxide and oxygen. But osmosis is a movement of water molecules from a region of high water concentration to a region of low water concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. This is must for osmosis. Osmosis can take place only through a semi-permeable membrane. For example, name one semi-permeable membrane. Huh?
Plasma membrane.
Plasma membrane. Okay. The movement of water molecules from a region of higher water concentration to a region of low water concentration through a semi-permeable membrane is known as osmosis. Diffusion means movement of molecules from a region. We didn't specify any particular molecule. The movement of molecules from a region of higher to lower concentration is known as diffusion. And osmosis also obeys the laws of diffusion. The movement of water molecules from a region of high water concentration to a region of low water concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. So here in this figure, you can see this is the semi-permeable, our plasma membrane. The writing is not, just mute children. Someone has unmuted it. Plasma membrane in the middle. You can see plasma membrane, this one. Plasma membrane, that is a semi-permeable membrane. And I told water molecules move from a region of high water concentration to a low water concentration. So you can see the shaded ones are the solute molecules. The one which are not shaded are water molecules. So where is water molecules more, left side or right side?
Left side.
Left side. So here water molecules are found in high concentration. And what about solute molecules on left side?
Less
Yes.
concentration.
The solute molecules less concentration. So you can see as per osmosis or according to what we have learned, the definition what we have learned, water molecules should move from, and here you tell me what about the water molecules less, no? Water molecules are less. Solute molecules are in high concentration. So water molecules will move in which direction, children? Left to right or right to left?
Right.
From where to right? Left to right. From high concentration to low concentration. So water molecules move from a region of high water concentration to a region of low water concentration. And children, we also learned about dilute and concentrated. And which solution you can call as dilute? The water present or the solution present on the left side or right side?
Left side.
Left side. So this is dilute, and here the solute molecules are more, so that is concentrated. And here on the left side, solute is in low concentration, water high concentration. On right side, solute high concentration, water low concentration. So water molecules will move from a region of high water concentration to a region of low water concentration. So
Ma'am,
not to
can
get,
you give
yes,
example for osmosis?
any other example? Many examples you're going to learn. Okay, for example, I'll tell you, you are soaking gram seeds, chana dal or gram, Bengal gram or whatever gram your mother might soak the previous night, kadala, she might soak at night to cook it the next day. And what happens? The appearance of the gram seeds change? Will the appearance of the gram seeds change?
Yes, ma'am.
What will happen to the gram seeds? What will happen to it?
Increase in size.
It will
They
increase
absorb
in
water.
size. It gets swollen. Why? Because water molecules, because through the semi-permeable membrane of this plant part or the seed, water molecules will enter. Water molecules will enter the cells and the gram seeds will get swollen up. That is an example for osmosis. And more examples we will see. 3 o'clock is our time
Yes, ma'am.
or 3:10?
3 o'clock.
Okay, okay. So then I'm not going to proceed because once I start, we may not be able to complete. So any doubts, children? Any doubts? No doubts. You understood what are concentrated and dilute solutions, the difference between osmosis and diffusion. Abhiram Krishna, tell me about osmosis. What do you know about osmosis? What is meant by osmosis? Abhiram. How many times I repeated? Lakshmi Nanda?
Ma'am, the movement of water molecules from region of high water concentration to a region of low water concentration through a semi-permeable membrane.
Abhiram, repeat it.
The movement of water molecules from region of high water concentration to region of lower concentration, lower water concentration through a semi-permeable membrane.
What did I ask you to do? To say the answer or to read the answer? Huh? At least once you read, now you say without referring anywhere.
The movement of
what is moving?
the movement of water
water molecules. From where to where?
The higher water concentration to lower water concentration through semi-permeable membrane.
Okay. So this you could have told earlier also if you had listened at least once. Now within 1 or 2 minutes you learned the answer. But no time to listen. No? That time you are so busy. Who else will repeat? Nivedya, why your video is off? I think they have joined and went to have the tea. It's time for the tea, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you went to have the tea. She admitted.
No.
Then where are you? Why are you hiding, dear? Quick, turn your video and tell me. You all are good looking. I don't know why you want to hide. Yes, Nivedya, come on.
Ma'am, osmosis is the movement of water molecules from a region of high water concentration to a region of
Is it written there somewhere in front of you?
Yes, ma'am.
I felt you're reading from somewhere. Anyways, repeat.
From a high water concentration to a low water concentration.
Is known as
osmosis.
Anything is left? You want to add one more thing? One more point? To a high to low concentration through what? Across any membrane it can take place? Through a semi-permeable membrane. What is the main difference between concentrated and dilute solutions? Hira?
Concentrate solution solute is more, and in dilute solution solute is less.
Will be less. Good. Then we also learned about what else we learned? Solution, solvent, and solute. And differentiate among these three. Surya, tell me what do you mean by a solution? What are solutions or what is meant by a solution?
Ma'am, solution is the substance which is dissolved in the solvent.
Once again?
Ma'am, will you repeat the question?
What is meant by a solution?
Solution is the solute plus solvent.
So easy. Solute plus solvent will form solution. Okay, what is solvent? Fadil, what is meant by solvent? Advait
Ma'am,
Murali,
solvent-
why the video is off? Yes.
Substance in which the solute is mixed is called solvent.
Simply mixing. Simply mixing is enough.
And dissolved.
You can put some sand particles and mix it in water. Huh?
Dissolved.
Dissolve. It has to dissolve. Only then we get solution. And then what is solute?
Come to me.
Solute only you said? You said about solvent or solute?
I said about solvent.
Okay, solute, who is going to say? Nikila?
And the substance in which substance that dissolved in a solvent is known as solute.
The substance that is dissolved in a solvent, you call it as solute. So we'll wind up. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. See you next
Thank you,
class.
ma'am.